friends, it's Living Young Country Girl, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys my April favorites. So this little guy here is obviously an easy favorite. This is Kavik. We were fostering him and his sister Star. Star looks very different. She'll probably be a next month's favorite. But this little guy here, he's tired. He's had a long, playful day playing. So these were two puppies that were left in a ditch with 5 siblings. There were 7 total. 2 of them died before we got to them. And then we took the 5, well, the 5 were rescued. We took in 2, as far as I know, like myself with the... and my family took in 2, and then I'm not sure if the rescue was able to find homes for the rest of them. But we took these babies in. They actually ended up being sick with parvo, so they've been through quite a bit in their early lifetime, losing 2 of their siblings, and then both of them had to be at the vet with parvo. But this is Kavik, and he is just such a sweetheart. We have decided to keep him, making our dog count 8. My husband is like, I am done. We are no longer fostering because you never want to get rid of them. So I said, okay, as long as we can keep these 2, we'll go ahead and call it a day. He totally looks like a retriever, like a golden retriever maybe mixed with something. Just absolutely a darling, sweet little guy. He's so tired. Him and his sister have been wrestling and playing for a while. So he's about 12 weeks old right now, but absolutely darling. So he is obviously one of my favorites for this month, and I'll let him sit down and fall asleep on my lap, and we'll go into the rest of our favorites for the month of April. My camera's kind of like not focusing. Let's see, there we go.
Hello.
Of course, a major favorite is my son. All right, so for our first category, we're going to talk about in our favorites. I'm trying to do consistent where I do the same thing every month, and I list kind of some of my favorites every month. But so for this month, I'm going to start off with my favorite diffuser combos for day and night. Now, my favorite diffuser combo for day is actually one that was recommended to me from our spring diffuser combo. If you guys missed that video, this one was recommended on that video in the comments from Life and Lace, and she recommended trying spearmint mixed with tangerine. Now, as soon as I heard that, it just striked like a, oh my goodness, yes, I want to try that. I went and I put it in my diffuser, absolutely loved it. So that has been one of our staples this month, has been spearmint with tangerine. It smells so refreshing, so good, and just really puts you in the mood for spring. So we love that one. Now for nighttime, my favorites have been lavender, lemon, and peppermint, which if you're familiar with, this is my seasonal threat trio, my triple threat, and I've been mixing those 3 with my favorite sleepy time one lately, Vetiver, and I need to order more of this. I literally put 1 drop of this, and then I put a few drops of a synergy that I blended together of lavender, lemon, and peppermint in my diffuser, and I am out cold to the world. It is so awesome. So I love, love, love that combination, and that has been my nighttime jam lately. So next we're going to talk about my favorite snack, and because if you've been following my channel, you know that I have been having some digestive issues. I really need to do a gallbladder cleanse, and so yeah, it's my fault. I need to do it. I keep putting it off because I'll feel better and I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then it will act up again. So I need to get it done. I told my husband on his next weekend that we're going to do it because it does take me out a little bit and I'm not able to function quite 100% while I go through it. So I want to make sure that he's home. So yeah, it needs to get done because my digestion has just not been working right, with it being as bad as it is right now. So I've been doing a lot of our brown cow yogurt. This has been my favorites before. I love the maple. I'm allergic to strawberries, so I don't do strawberry, but their maple one is awesome. It is a whole milk yogurt. It is not light on calories or any of that stuff, but it has the actual cream top on there. It's GMO, no GMO. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. It has 5 live active cultures, and it's literally cultured pasteurized whole milk, cane sugar, maple syrup, pectin, and natural flavors. So I love, love, love this yogurt. Like I said, it's not anything low fat or anything like that, but I think good fats are good. So this has been one of my snacks that I've been eating a lot because I was trying to get some more of the probiotics in there. Definitely must have. So that was my favorite snack for right now. Now my favorite drink, I can't actually show you because it's what we've been making. So now we have a Mr. Coffee Pot espresso maker, super cheap. Pick them up at Target, $35, $40, depending if they're on sale. We've had them for years. They usually last us about 2 years and we use them a lot, but lately this last one I'm kind of disappointed because you can definitely tell that they are cheaping up on it. Like a lot of what used to be metal has now been replaced with plastic, so we are kind of bummed about that, but at the same time they still last and work really good, and for the price you can't go wrong. So lately my favorite drink has been I take about 2 shots of espresso and a small scoop of ice cream, and I pour the espresso over the ice cream and then sprinkle it with cinnamon sugar. It is so delicious, and I know there's a name for it, but I'm drawing a blank. But that has been my dessert / afternoon, my special dessert treat for the day / afternoon pick me up, if you want to call it that. So I've been really enjoying that, and it is definitely, like I said, a special treat. So I enjoy it. And this time of year, we haven't had them in for a long time. We haven't bought ice cream in a long time. So just the fact that we have ice cream in the house, I was like craving one. And so I was like, let's buy some vanilla ice cream. And so we made them. Love that. If you guys are interested in me showing you a video on how we make it, just comment below and let me know. I've shown before like a little quick how-to on how to make peppermint mochas. I used to be a barista, so I love making that stuff. This Mr. Coffee Pot is definitely not anything like fancy with a good crema and all of that, but it works for what we do, which is the foo-foo fun drink. So that has been my favorite drink for the month. It'll probably carry on through because it's just like a fun summertime drink, so we definitely enjoy that. My favorite product right now, I'm really enjoying the Red Apple Lipstick Sweet Pea. I am enjoying this a lot. This is a really pretty color. It looks kind of orangey, but it's a very matte, I actually have it on, color. It's not really like super shiny. And I didn't think I'd like it because it was so orange, but I absolutely love it. So this is, again, the Sweet Pea by Red Apple Lipstick. And we love it. Let me see if we can get that to focus. Yeah, Sweet Pea by Red Apple Lipstick. And I'll try to remember to put the links for that below. They have amazing products, and they have so many different shades of lipsticks, and I've been on their blogger program for a long time, and I absolutely love that it's a small company that has really good standards, and obviously I love supporting that, so that is super important to me. So that is my favorite one. Now, that's my favorite skin product kind of like thing this month that we've been enjoying. Face product, makeup product, whatever you want to call it, this area. Love that one. Now, my favorite oil for this month has been Raven Saara. Now, if you're not sure, that is the new one that is now in our essential or our starter kit. I was trying to find it real quick because I thought I had it out and I don't. Are you helping, Kavik? I'm sorry, it's Raven, not Raven Saara. Just Raven has become one of my really favorite oils lately. This is new to our starter kits, and because it was new to our starter kits, I started really researching it, and in researching it, I learned so much about it, and I absolutely am excited to be using it for supporting respiratory issues. So love that one. If you guys have not researched it, I encourage you guys to go out there and research it. I will have a video coming up shortly about it, so you guys can always subscribe so you don't miss those and hit that bell notification. But that has been an amazing oil, and like I said, when I end up researching these oils, I usually end up so excited because you can find out so much. And a little tip for when you're researching, don't put in a brand name. It's hard if it's a blend, because if it's a blend, you can't really, type it in because it's a specific blend that they've named, they've given their name. So what you do is you look at the individual oils that are in that blend and you research those without a brand name, and you'll be able to find out a lot more information as far as what they can help with and stuff like that. So that's how I research. When I research, I go in and I start looking at essential oils themselves, the actual plants, what they do, all of that, going back to the basics and researching it that way. So again, I'm limited to so what I can say. So that makes it hard. So I just encourage you guys to go do some of your own research because that will help a lot. So that was my favorite one for now. Now my favorite oil, my favorite product right now is the Labrum After Sun Spray. Let's see if we can get this one in. So this is the Labrum After Sun Spray. The reason I've really been enjoying this one is because this is great for putting on for pain and itching and for putting on after you've been out in the sun. Now it is springtime. So I am outside doing a lot of spring projects, and that means getting sunburned because I haven't been out in a while, and I'm not really good about putting sunscreen on all the time. Because usually what happens is I go outside to do one thing, and I see a project that needs work, and before I know it, I've been out there for an hour or two, and I end up with like sunburnt shoulders or something like that. And then every morning just doing all the animals chores and stuff, I end up spending anywhere from, you know, depending on what chores need to get done, anywhere from a half hour, 45 minutes, depending on what has to happen, and the same thing in the evening. So I spend a lot of time out in the sun, and I got a little rosy a couple times. So this has been amazing for spraying on and just to kind of help soothe that. So I love that one. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is my favorite TV show, movie, book, whatever. And I shared with you guys last month, Timeless. Absolutely love that. We're still enjoying that. But a show that I found on Netflix that it doesn't even have very good ratings. And I don't even understand this because this is an amazing show. It's called The Kindness Diaries. And it is about a gentleman who was has quite a bit of money. And he decided to go ahead and travel the world with this little yellow motorcycle, old classic motorcycle called Kindness One. And only rely on the kindness of strangers to get him around. Now, I know like they've done shows like this before, like on travel channels and stuff, but what was special about this is when he meets these people, he relies on their kindness, he talks to them, and when he finds somebody that really has shown a lot of kindness, and there's a way he can pay them back in something like that they've shared, then he tells them that like he's going to help them out. And so it's really incredible because I cry every single episode because I'm always just like, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. Like the first one, it was like just a couple that took him in and they shared with him, and he was really impressed at their kindness and how they were, so wonderful. And then they were got teary-eyed because their son was getting married in England. They were from England, I think originally, or Scotland. And they weren't going to be able to afford to go back to see the wedding. But yet they do so much for the community and so much for other people. So he said, you know what I want to do? I want to pay for your airline tickets so you guys can go back and see your son's wedding. And so they show the follow-up. But that was just like one person. And as he travels around the world, he does this for other people. And some of the stories were just so amazing and touching. And it's just like, it's good to kind of see some of the good still left in the world, right? Because we have so much negative. Good things are like, it's good to see happiness. So we've really enjoyed that show. We've watched all of them. There wasn't that many of them. And like I said, the ratings didn't seem to be very good, which really made me sad, but because I think it's amazing. So if you guys have Netflix, or if you guys can find that, it's called The Kindness Diaries, and I recommend the show. It's amazing. Watch it with your kids just to remind them how privileged we are and what other people go through. Because he goes through like India and like other places. And it's just incredible seeing, how different people are living. And it's just a reminder of how blessed we are. So I love that. Now, a favorite YouTube channel that I've been watching a lot of is the Disney food blogs. Now, they do Disney World stuff, but they also talk about other things. But because we are getting ready to plan our trip to Disney World, I have been watching her show a lot, just learning about places to eat, good snacks, good tips, good ideas. Whoop, there go the puppies. So that's been one that I've really enjoyed. And as far as our favorite memory for the month of April, well, that one's an easy one because on April 1st, my son turned 8. And
I'm 8-year-old now. That's my birthday.
Yes. He was 8 years old.
My sister.
You what?
I was sleeping for my sister.
You were what before your sister? Oh, you lost a tooth before your sister. Can you tell those two dogs to not bark? So anyways, that was obviously a favorite memory for the month of April, was his 8th birthday and doing all of those things, you know, and seeing him grow into the wonderful young man that he is. So that was our April favorites with my buddy here. So
We'll be your buddy.
you're going to be a buddy. Yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed them. We will see you guys all again real soon. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.
Bye.
Jesus will